Hey guys, what's up? Sermo11 here. I'm almost done with these top videos of 2012. Uh, this is my second to last one. So, um, today I'll be doing my top 12 manga of 2012, or manga, whatever you want to call it. Um, this list wasn't that hard to make. It was okay. I didn't read that much manga in 2012. I kind of took more of an anime approach, uh, keeping up with some animes, watching a weekly series online that could not be picked up in America. I started buying One Piece. I bought Yu Yu Hakusho. I bought Bleach the movie 3, and now I'm gonna buy Bleach on DVD eventually. So I am buying more anime series, and I hope I can be able to support my manga and anime and video game collections all at the same time. But who knows what will happen in this year. Most of these series I am not caught up on, but I do want to get caught up on them eventually. So, starting off with number 12 is Pokemon Adventures. This is a manga series. Some people say that it takes a more serious approach to the whole concept of Pokemon, just because of the fact that some Pokemon get injured to the point where limbs are cut off. I mean, it's all right. At some points, it is still a bit childish. It's nice to have someone else take a different approach. Have each main character have a different, distinct personality, give them different skills, and the manga series does take the perspective of every single main character. So like red, green, and blue all have like a part in the story in which they are the main character. Yellow shows up. You have crystal, silver, and gold. That's as far as I got. I'm almost done with the gold, silver, crystal arc. I think I have like 2 or 3 volumes left. I'll pick that up this year. And there's like supposedly some ruby and sapphire stuff that didn't come to America, but apparently if you buy it from Singapore, it's in English. Someone told me that. I'm not sure if I should believe them or not, but I might buy 1 volume and see where that goes. But I'll just see about that. Number 11 is Future Diary. This series, I haven't been reading it recently, but I did watch a few episodes of anime, so I do kind of remember the concept based on that. Basically, this guy, he's kind of lonely and stuff, and he kind of like writes a diary on his phone. One day something happens, and now he's in a life or death game where all these people have like different types of diaries, and then these diaries can predict the future, and they have to kill each other. In my opinion, it's a good series, but it's a very quick read. It's a very quick, like you can't just. I can say something is quick to read, but I can't say it's quick to watch because every episode is the same length. But it's a quick watch in my opinion. I know that doesn't make any sense, but this doesn't have that much dialogue in it. And then sometimes in the manga, I don't really feel like the art is that amazing. Maybe the creator should have. I forgot if it's a girl or a boy, but definitely should have tried to make some better artwork. It is good up to an extent. I haven't really seen the conclusion yet. I'm gonna finish it in the next few weeks. So yeah, it's interesting at some points. My favorite character is Akise, so whenever you see that guy, you should know that's my favorite character. I think he shows up in like volume 4, or yeah, I think that's as far as I went so far. So yeah. Number 10 is Dragon Ball. I'm sure some people love Dragon Ball, but I had to put this low on the list because Dragon Ball Z for me was amazing. It was an awesome anime. I watched Dragon Ball Z Kai. I am old enough to see Dragon Ball Z, but I don't really remember what I saw in that. So I've seen Dragon Ball Z Kai, and then the one that a lot of people hate, Dragon Ball GT, which is all filler and all that. Dragon Ball for me, it's too silly. Like I know, Goku's stupid, but he does a lot of stupid stuff. There's a lot of stupid stuff that just goes on in the first volume, and I was just like, I can't put this up too high. Uh, it's definitely a good series, but I'm not really sure how this, got so popular and became Dragon Ball Z. Either way, it's a good series. You haven't heard about it. Basically, it's about this series where there are these magical balls that grant wishes when you collect all of them, and the character goes on a journey to find the Dragon Balls. Um, and then there's other stuff like villains and martial arts tournaments. I'm sure some of the fights might be pretty good, but still, from what I've read, I've only read the first volume. Some very childish stuff like using rock paper scissors to beat someone up or like win a fight. Yeah. Blue Exorcist is number 9. I don't really remember that much about what I've read in this. I believe I only have the first volume of Blue Exorcist. I kind of started a lot of series. I think I got this at the end of 2011, and I read it in 2012. Blue Exorcist. It's basically about this kid, and their father's like Satan and different stuff like that. Then they have another father who's like a priest or something, or a preacher, or something like that. Actually forgot, but it. I can't really give a description about this series because I don't know that much about it. If I remember correctly, a lot of the panels in the manga series were blank. Yet like the anime and the movie are like so detailed, and then a lot of the artwork for it is details. I'm not sure what was going on there. Very good artwork, some interesting characters. That's all I can say about it, but you should probably check that one out. Actually, just check out all these series. Number 8 is Shaman King. Shaman King, for me, I've seen a little bit of 4Kids. Some people hate the 4Kids dub. So I started reading the manga series. A lot of people were saying it's amazing. And I'm guessing that's later, once they get into the more tournament fights and stuff like that. Right now, the main character, Yo, has just gotten his powers, and he, the shaman, and then they go on like random journeys and help people out and fight different shamans. This is all in the first volume because that's all I read, and it's all right. I mean, I didn't feel like some of the artwork was top notch, and at some points it was dark. So I'm not really sure what was up with that. Maybe bad printing, or maybe the artist just drew it like that. I don't know. I didn't really know that Shaman King was from Marty's perspective. If I remember correctly, Marty narrates a lot of it. That's not even his name. See, 4Kids messed me up. His name's like Matsu or something, and they just changed it to Marty. Oh my god. But yeah, Shaman King is number 8. So moving on to number 7, and that is Soul Eater. If you remember last year, in 2011, well, technically it's not last year now, but in 2011, Soul Eater was very high on my list. I'm not sure if it made it to number 1 or not, but Soul Eater is a good series. I only read Volume 3 in 2012, and for me, it kind of dropped the hype that I had from the first 2 volumes. I was like, oh, this is a very good series, and then I don't frankly remember what happened in Soul Eater Volume 3, but it just wasn't that good. I know they had some Excalibur stuff, and that's like a really popular character, but they didn't do anything with the character, and I think there was like some form of racism in there. Like how animes and mangas try to handle racism and stuff. Let me see. It's basically, initially the concept is about Maka and Soul trying to collect 100 souls, or it's like 99 souls in one witch soul or something like that, to become Death's weapon. I'm not really sure if that's the whole concept of the series, but it could be, because I think they take a detour from that. But anyways, there's like evil characters, and It's very Halloweenish. That's kind of the feel I get from it. A lot of the characters and a lot of the designs. I really like how the character the mangaka draws the moon and sun and stuff. He he has like this his own section at the end of the each volume. I'm not really fond of those because I don't really understand what's going on. He kind of introduces his crew, and then there was like a rat or something. It was weird, but Soul Eater is a good series. Number 6 is Fairy Tail. Um, Again, I didn't read this that much of this series. Fairy Tail is basically about a guild of wizards and stuff, and for me, the concept kind of sounds lame if you were going to tell someone what Fairy Tail is about. You have to go into great detail. Fairy Tail gets a lot of hate. I don't really understand it. I like the series, and I don't really care what you think. Um, I'm still kind of confused if Natsu or Lucy is the main character, though. I'm sorry I don't really have that many descriptions about the series, but I mean, you can definitely look these up on Wikipedia or something. Um, you know, yeah, Fairy Tail for me. I think I was on the war thing. Fairy Tail versus the other guild, and that was a pretty epic fight with Natsu and the one dude who could use iron. Good Gajeel, I believe that's his name. And I think I got out of that and might have stopped right there. So I do have a few more volumes of Fairy Tail to pick up before I get caught up. I forgot how much they have out in America, but it's been a while. I should probably get caught up on the shorter series right now. I know things like Shaman King are finished. There might not be that much of Blue Exorcist out. Dragon Ball's definitely finished. Dragon Ball's kind of long, though. I mean, I know it's not as long as One Piece, but that's still a long series. Pokemon Adventures is not that long because they don't have that much out in America. I know they have all of the stuff I described, which is like at least like the first 14 volumes, and then they're coming out with Black and White in smaller volumes. I might wait till they get like a actual volume for that, and then they have I know they have some stuff in America. What is it called? They have the platinum stuff, platinum, pearl, and diamond, but they don't have the ruby and sapphire or the fire red and leaf green. Uh, Number 5 is actually a manga I read online on Manga Fox, which is not available in America, so that makes it okay. A lot of the series that Manga Fox recently has been sharing a lot of good series on their Facebook page. So if you have a Facebook account, I definitely think you should like them on Facebook. This video is getting kind of long. Whatever, I'll have to split it up. More work for me, but whatever. It's called Horimiya. It's a love story. It's kind of a romance type thing, and I've been saying this in a lot of my videos and getting more into the whole romance thing. Oh wow, I put 2. I'll worry about it later. And it's basically about this boy and girl who have different secrets, and then they tell each other secrets, and they kind of can't tell anyone else, and then they start becoming closer, becoming friends and stuff. It's really interesting. I'm sorry if I'm not giving the concept. I'm not making it sound interesting, but it is. And the title is just a mix of the two characters' names, and then more people are added to the circle, and I definitely think it could go on for a while. Actually, a new chapter came out. I don't think I've read it yet. Yeah, I didn't read it. And yeah. Number 4 is the Phoenix Wright manga series. This was awesome. Phoenix Wright is a video game series where you play as an attorney, and you're fighting court cases and stuff. It's awesome, but I can't really find the video games anywhere without like spending a fortune on them, because I'm trying to get the second game and it's like over $100, so I'll definitely have to buy it used somewhere. The transition to a manga series was pretty good. It has some original cases, and I think it did Phoenix Wright pretty well. There was this case where like the house burned down, and like the one thing I don't like is that you watch Phoenix work in court instead of doing it yourself. Because when I was playing Phoenix Wright, I made a ton of mistakes, and I had to look up walkthroughs because that game is hard. It's hard for me. I'm not really sure if it would be hard for you, but Phoenix Wright is a pretty hard game. Manga series is pretty good. Has some interesting cases and stuff. Original characters, of course, and plus characters from the game series will be introduced throughout the story. I wasn't too impressed with the artwork at first, but I got used to it, and I think you'll enjoy it. Now, I'm not really sure what I did with this. I'm not sure if I can count correctly, but apparently I put 2 manga series tied for number 3. So, okay. Number 3, first part is Itto Waribito. This is a manga series about a liar, and he uses lies as tactics in his battles, and it's pretty cool. I kind of spoiled myself on what happens, and I was just like, dang. But as far as I know, there's like 2 more characters introduced: a doctor, and then some other chick. I haven't read that much of the series. I think I've read like the first 2 volumes, or maybe the first 3. It's probably the first 2, not sure. But it was good. It was good material. The art could be a little bit better, and it was kind of weird when I forgot what was it. I think the guy was like a samurai or something, and then he like pulled out a gun. I was just like, whoa, what is this? I don't think guns existed back then. Yeah, but I guess, or he could have been like a monk or something. But people do whatever they want with their manga series. They don't really have to be historically correct. Number 3, part 2. I think I would put this manga series higher than Itto Waribito, mainly because I've read more of it and I enjoy it more, and that is Magi. I was actually introduced to this by Luffy the Dragon Slayer, who held like a poll on his channel of like new manga series that people would recommend to him, and Magi and Magico were the ones that actually he picked or like made it to the top, and he started reviewing them weekly, and it was pretty cool. Magico was a good series, but it got canceled and stuff, so I didn't really want to talk about that one. The ending was kind of rushed, but if you're being forced to cancel, you have to cancel. It's pretty clear that there was more stuff, more material for Magico. Magi is like a retelling of Aladdin and 1,000 Nights or something like that. And each chapter is called a night, but it's not like every chapter it's at night. But it's a good series. It has some names that you've probably heard of before. Some characters whose names you've probably heard. Like Alibaba, Sinbad. I'm not really sure how much you've heard of the 1,000 Nights story, but I guess that would help, possibly. It does have some interesting characters, interesting fights. I really did like this series. I mean, I really do like it, and you can read it on Manga Fox, or you can watch the anime on Crunchyroll if you want to. Number 2 is Toriko. I put Toriko at number 2 because I read the first volume in one day. That's all I have. Toriko, great series. Great series. It's basically about the gourmet age and like food. It's about food. You have Toriko who goes out and gets food for like different missions or to help people out, and I believe the story will probably get deeper in other later volumes, but I'm not caught up, and I don't want to get caught up. I just want to get caught up to the American release. I don't want to get caught up to what's currently coming out in Japan. I don't like doing that because it kind of makes a waste of your money if you're gonna buy the volumes too. I mean, sure, you can support the creator, but you really shouldn't be reading online for anything. Yeah. But I do it myself, for like Naruto and Bleach. can't really complain. But I really do recommend you buy the series and don't read it online, because I've gotten comments like that, and people like that just they make me angry. Let me just check the time. At 20 minutes. I'm probably not gonna go to 25. So yeah, you have like Toriko and the cook guy. I like him. He's funny. There's like he's always scared in some of the situations. Um, Toriko fights like apes and stuff. It's cool because it's got like original animals, and you know it's nice when someone takes the time to put original ideas into their series, or like creating a whole world of original things instead of putting like real animals in there. And that's one of the reasons why I really like Toriko, and the fact that I read the first volume in one day. Um, Number one wasn't really a hard choice. Bakuman. That's my favorite manga. Uh, Probably currently. Um, it's basically about these two guys who want to create a manga, and it's awesome. Um, I usually read the volumes in one day, and that's one of the reasons why I really like it. I'm not really sure. I think I read it in 2 days or one day. Either way, it's a good series, and it's by the creators of Death Note. If you like that series, which I watched, and yeah, there's not much to say about it. I mean, it's almost done in America. You should definitely buy the volumes. I hope to finish it this year, but the whole thing is manga's kind of expensive if you're buying more and more. I probably want to get more rare series, things that aren't really on sale, like officially. They might be like used or something. I don't want to get caught up on all these series because it's too much money, and I don't want to use all my money on manga, even though I love manga. So let's go through the list one more time. Starting with 12. Pokemon Adventures, Future Diary, Dragon Ball, Blue Exorcist, Shaman King, Soul Eater, Fairy Tail, Horimiya, Phoenix Wright, Isowari Bito, Magi, Toriko, and Bakuman. I was gonna do the top 10 cartoons today, but I got school and stuff. I should be making YouTube videos anyway. But it's 2013, so I can talk about some of the news. Pokemon, X and Y, epic stuff. But I'm done. Tell me your favorite manga series of 2012. Of course, they can be ongoing. I mean, if they're not ongoing, I don't know. I don't think people should base things on what just comes out that year. If you like something and you read it or watched it in that year with the new stuff, include all of them. Yeah. So tell me some of your favorite manga series, and Facebook and Twitter are always in the description, even though no one checks them out. Um, Thanks for watching and supporting my videos. It really means a lot.